Hey everyone, beautiful. Welcome to the Witch's Cabin. Okay, so earlier this week we pulled a Friday card, and that Friday card was the Death card, Marigold. So I found this beautiful nursery that allowed me to find these wonderful marigolds that you see pictured here. Go figure. Today's Friday, and it is the day of the lovers. However, this is about loving yourself, and that card actually is designated as the Death card. So this is about change and transformation. So if you notice here, there's another card that I was able to pull, and I'm using the Housewives Tarot deck. This is such a fun deck to use, and it's vibrant like the color of these flowers, so that's one of the reasons why I pulled it. Okay, so the first card that you see that's been pulled is the Lovers. Now that's not literal. It can be, but it's really about the partnerships. It's about business. It's about your idea between the right and the left side of the brain, your conscious and your unconscious, or your conscious and your subconscious. It's whatever it is that you are working with in partnership. What perspective do you need to level up? What do you need to change or transform in regards to how you are dealing with your ideas and with the people around you in your life? So, like I said, it can be literal, but doesn't have to be. This card, it applies in so many different ways, and depending on what's going on in your life, you may see this lover card to be more or less like a partnership, and a partnership that has an idea that is there's two different ideas. That card actually shows one person looking one way and the other looking up, and so it could be loftier ideas than the other person, needing to get on the same level. But today is about change. Friday is about the Death card really is about transforming into that change. Now, the card that follows that is really quite interesting. That card that I see there is one of my favorites. That card I rather see reversed than to be forward. In this case, it's the Three of Swords, but it is reversed. With the swords, we're dealing with mind and thoughts, ideas. And when it's faced forward, it's like everybody else is inside your mind, inside your head. You can't get your thoughts to reflect what you want. But when it's reversed, it's really about embarking on now stepping into your power, your boundaries, your the way you would like things done. However, what I will say is that because that Death card came and it's saying that you need to make a change, you may have been too rigid in this idea of it's my way or no way. And so therefore you need to open up a little bit so that you can see other people's perspectives and be able to share along with that instead of being so closed off. So that's the admonition for that card. So if you're finding yourself in challenging conversations with persons, because the swords have to do with communication as well, lighten up a little bit, because it isn't your way or the highway. It's not that way for anybody. You can have your boundaries, but you also have to be open. The very last card, I think it's the cutest, is that the little young one. It's the Page. He's definitely fresh. He's got a little horsey and he's ready to play. And so here, this is where the change comes for all of us. And however, whatever's going in your life, you might be taking things way too serious, overthinking things, so stressed out. I do know that stress, it does cause illness. So this is, it's time to change in the way that you're doing things. Lighten up, play, don't take things so heavy. Even if other people around you seem to be really overbearing
You can let them have their experience. You don't have to insert yourself into their overbearing experience. You could just look at it as an observer and say, wow, look at what that person is creating for themselves. And just look at it as if you're watching television. There's very, very little interaction other than laughing or turning it off, that television, that station. Um, Much the same way with people in our lives, that are doing things that keep you from feeling a little lighter. So I take this for myself as well. I have to lighten up some days and laugh a little more. So, with that being said, maybe a good comedy show, or if you are into watching your TikToks and your YouTubes and all of those good media outlets, find something that's a lot lighthearted than a lot of the stressful news related information that we're receiving today. Okay, so this is an audio message with all of this. I'm so glad that you chimed in with me. Drop into my witch's cabin on Monday for our next week's review. Blessed be. Ashe.